know sorrow, I know pain. Let them have me if I'm ready. Autumn skies know our names. When it's time, burn me steady. Then lay me in the ocean.
Yo guys, you asked and we did it.
Actually, below our most popular videos, there were a lot of questions about our bikes, about the models and about the parts. So we decided to make a bike check.
Well, I'll start with Cockpit, and actually most frequently asked question after the what bike is it? It is what stem do I use? It is nuke-proof Horizon stem, and it is purple, the most important thing.
Yes, the most attractive thing, I'd say.
Yeah. 35 millimeters long and 5 millimeters race, but it's interesting.
Actually, talking about my Cockpit, I have a fun Crossfire stem. It's available in our country, that's why I bought it. Talking about the bars, both of us have Spank Spike 800 bars. Actually, yeah. I've cut them down to a size of 735 millimeters, and I suppose that it is the perfect bars for pump track racing and for dirt jumping or skate park, just because they are long enough to get a stability on a pump track to feel the bike, and they are short enough to rotate the bars, do some bar spins or X-ups, something like this.
Actually, mine is a Vibrocore version. I have no idea if it actually helps me, but I ride downhill sometimes, maybe
with a dirt jump.
maybe once a year, and that's why I bought it. And mine is like 738, I think, yeah. And what is next? Our grips. I use OD Longnecks SLX, actually also purple.
Yes, those are BMX grips. I've chosen fun grips, fun basic grips.
I do prefer now slip-on grips, because lock-on grips I had before, they were hurting my hands while learning bar spins.
Yes.
I still can't do a bar spin, but I use these grips. I think they're more suitable for my bike.
Actually, I can tell a fun story about my grips, because every time I change the grip while I'm riding pump track or a skate park, I do like this when I ride pump track to have more stability, and I grip like this when I'm doing bar spins or some trick stuff. Yeah, pretty weird thing, but it really helps.
And we both have Shimano, the most cheapest version of their brakes, MT200s.
Yes.
Just because it is still a brake, and we ride pump trucks, dirt jumps, skate parks, we don't really need a good brake. Yeah, and talking about forks, I have RockShox's dirt jumper version, maybe 2019 here.
Yes, something like this.
What about yours?
Mines are Manito Circus Expert. Actually, here's the thing. Here, Dima has an air and oil damper, right?
Yep.
But here I have a spring, an oil damper, and a sort of air spring. Actually, these are like 3-in-1. Crazy Manito engineers, they try to combine all of these techniques, and this fork, it works pretty well until you try to pump it hard. When you'll pump it hard, it will make some strange noises. After I pump it for 70 psi, the forks were so strange that I even came to the workshop, but there the worker said that everything is correct and this is how they should work. So those are pretty great, but just prepare for the loud noises.
Yeah. And now let's talk about wheel sets. I have a brand new wheel set, custom. Let's start with hubs. Mine is, again, purple hubs.
Perfect matching every day.
Hope Trials Pro 4. Hope Pro 4 Trials, yeah.
Hope for.
Can't really tell about my spokes, because I don't know which spokes I have. And Dita Swiss
GX 471 rims.
Yeah, you better listen to him.
Actually, I have the same rims, and these are, I suppose, the perfect rims, because they are really endurable. When you do spins, when you crash a lot, they don't bend. That's why I think this is a great choice. For almost a year, I've ridden reverse rims. They were great, but I've bent it several times because I'm a pretty heavy guy. That's why I've changed to the DT Swiss, and I think this is one of the best changes I've made for my bike.
Yeah, I've been using these stock rims for like 2 years, and I'm like a feather, and I ride like a feather. I'm really a light guy, and that's why I didn't really bend them. Not that hard as Anatoly, but still, I wanted a new wheel set because like 4 years ago or something like that, I was dreaming about this. It is beautiful, and I love them. Also, the sound, check this.
That's
Yeah.
nice. I have one more story to tell about the rims, because the change of the rims, it was a needed one. I've exploded my rear rim while doing a backflip. I hit the landing, I hit it pretty hard on wood, and my back rim just exploded in one place. That's why I've changed them to DT Swiss. I've always wanted to change, and after my rim exploded, I thought that now it is the time. Now it's the right time to change them.
Yeah, we have just regular tubes, nothing we can talk about.
We can talk about tubes, because Dima have tried to delete the tubes for a while.
Yeah, and I've had like 3 whole punctures in one tube in a week. But on the second tube, I was riding it like maybe half a year, and everything was perfect. Just love it. And then it was a really stupid case. I just broke my nipple on a train while I was hanging my bike.
Here's the thing, we might assume that those tubolita tubes, they are great. They're really great because they are really light. But if you travel between the spots using your bike and not a car or a train,
It's useless.
it's useless just because you can get a puncture really easy. Let's talk about tires now.
Yeah, I use Schwalbe, Billy Bonkers. And I love them because slick tires, and it was a really fast tires on a pump track. I love them. Also in skate park, just perfect choice for me. But I will switch to DTH, Maxxis DTH, which Anatoly is using.
I'd say that those Continental Billy Bonkers, they made Dima's Instagram, and they made Dima's...
Yeah, Continental.
Sorry, Schwalbe. Schwalbe Billy Bonkers, I'd say that those made Dima's career on Instagram, just because due to this sound, your videos exploded and number of views starting to grow like this. I hope that someday I will also get those, but by now my tires are Schwalbe DTH.
Schwalbe, yeah. Maxxis.
Those are... By now my choice is Maxxis DTH. Those are great, those are really endurable, and I really like them. They are not really light, but they are super controllable, I'd say. And that's why I really like them. Please don't ride cross-country tires if you are going on dirt jumps or pump tracks, just because they are light, but they are so inappropriate to ride with.
Actually, on dirt jumps it is a perfect choice, I would say. But in skate parks and on a pump track, XC tires are just dangerous because these
Bikes.
here, you can slip on them in the corners and all that stuff. Because I was using Continental Cross Kings or Speed Kings. Cross Kings for a while, and yeah, they're light and sound is beautiful, but again, it's dangerous. Please don't repeat after me. And I think we are done with the front part of our bikes.
And with the rear wheel as well. And I haven't mentioned, I use reverse hubs. They came in stock bike. Actually, they are great, but I think I might change for the Hope, just because they are more durable, and when
Hopefully.
Hopefully they're endurable, and when I will learn double backflips, they will help me to land them on a resi.
In my opinion, one thing that will help me land my double backflip is my seat.
Oh, you have to like put a lot of foam in the seat to make it more friendly for your nuts.
And I think it is almost the only one thing I didn't change on my bike after I bought it. It is stock reverse Nico Wink edition seat, and it is okay. I don't actually use it a lot.
Because Dima is not doing bar spins by now.
Yeah.
I think that my seat is also a stock one. It's a shovel shred from reverse. It's kind of great, but it's made from leather. That's why it's not so grippy. And I think that when I will decide to do a double bar spin, it will slide out a little bit. So I think that I might change during the winter season for a Bergtech, just because those seats, they're really great.
Agree, yeah. And actually, I would love to change to Bergtech. You know why?
Just because they have purple seats.
Yeah! Style. Style is in the first place. And talking about style, I have... Hello. Talking about style, I have purple seat post clamp.
Yeah.
Almost the same as Anatoly's, because they are both from reverse, and Anatoly has stock seat clamp.
But
it
it's
is
black.
Okay, in your story, it is actually it's good looking one.
I hope so. I won't change to the white one just because I haven't found them yet.
Seat post is also just stock reverse. Now let's talk about drivetrain. We both use KMC K1 chain because just it is beautiful. I don't know. I like
It's
them.
good looking one.
And we don't actually need many from our drivetrains because of single speed, and actually we ride again pump tracks, dirt jumps, skate parks. That's not a story about drivetrain, but still we have 13 to 32 ratio.
Yes.
Our cranksets is Truative Descendant 6K Dub, something like that.
And I have a story to tell you about the cranks. Just because when I bought the bike, it came with 165mm cranks. They were really great until I bent them. Actually, I've bent them pretty hard, and after some guys tried my bike, afterwards they were walking on the crunches.
Yeah.
They were walking like this just because they didn't understand how I ride with these kind of cranks.
It was impossible, for real.
Yes, I don't know how, but I even landed my first bar spin over the box with these kind of cranks. And then I've changed to the 170mm cranks. And I think that it is one of the best changes I've made for my bike. Just because, as I already said, I'm a pretty tall guy. Pretty tall guy.
Fat ass.
Pretty tall guy.
Okay.
Could be a little bit fluffy. So when you have more speed for your feet, it's pretty great, because you can still do bar spins, but you can do a lot of manualing on the pump track, and it provides more stability.
I am still using stock ones, and maybe I'll change to 170 if it is a really big deal. I don't know. I didn't try them.
I don't think that's for you a big deal just because you are tiny. But
You dwarf scum!
but still, our good friend who works in a workshop, he says that the bigger cranks, the better you go on a pump track. So I think that Dima also might change for a 170 cranks.
Maybe, yeah. And we both are using Crank Brothers Stamp 1 pedals.
Yeah.
But what did you order?
Actually, those are Stamp 1 pedals. Those are great, they have a good grip, but I might change for another version of a Crank Brothers, and those will be Crank Brothers Stamp 7 Denim Cascos edition.
But mine is purple. Are purple.
Yes,
And
yours.
maybe I'll change to Spank pedals because they are also really stylish and grippy, I think, and a little bit lighter than mine, even though they are from metal.
Stamp 7, I've tried them on a friend's bike. I've borrowed the bike from my friend, and I was just... It was something extraordinary. They had the best grip I've tried. I think the Crank Brothers Stamp 7 have one of the best grips on the market. But I can only trust Crank Brothers just because they have large pedals. And for my big feet, it's pretty important thing to use, to have large space to manipulate on.
I also tried in Sweden Shimano Saint.
Yeah.
They were perfect for my feet. Great feet.
Yeah, feet. No foot, одна нога, feet две.
Yeah, great fit for my feet.
They fitted great for my feet.
Yeah,
My palm is on the palm.
fitness. Fish. Fisherman. Oh.
Fox.
Okay. What else can we say? I don't know. Mine is about 10 kilograms heavy.
I think that my bike is also something like this, about
A little bit heavier, yeah.
a little bit heavier, just due to the wheels, and just because it is the L size and you have the M size. And I just realized that we haven't mentioned the brand of our bikes.
I did it on purpose.
Okay, so our bikes are Rolls the Bruce first and Rolls the Bruce second.
Yeah. And I had a choice between Rose and Canyon. I can't say I regret it, because I love my bike. It is amazing bike. But just right now, if I would choose again, I would choose Canyon bike. Canyon Stitcher 360 Pro, because it has better wheel set, and it may be a little bit frame geometry. I don't know, but
Now you'll stick
I'm
with the Rolls.
satisfied. I would say I'm satisfied. Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, this will be the last story I will tell you about the bikes, because I had a used one for a long time. It was pretty heavy. It was like 14 kilograms.
Yeah.
It was
Piece of shit.
Actually, yes, it was a piece of shit. Nice.
Все отлично. Продолжаем.
Okay.
Вы остановились на
So-
piece of shit.
So I had a used bike for a long time, about a year, and its weight was 14 kilograms. It was really a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And actually, if you have an opportunity to buy a new bicycle, you better do it. Just because the new bicycle, it's so easy to fit new parts, it's so easy to upgrade, but when you have a used bike, it has some problems. It might show some problems while using. That's why, as I already said, if you have a financial opportunity to buy a new one, just go on the internet and order a new bike. You won't regret it at all.
Yeah, for sure. And I've used two not really good bikes. First one was Specialized P2, like 2008 year.
Yes.
It was really old and it was also heavy as. But I still loved it, and it was orange, also stylish one.
Just a carrot.
But yeah, I was dreaming about a good bike, and once I tried it, I understood that on a great bike it is easier to improve your skills, your riding. So just do it if you can. If you cannot, just wait a bit and then you will able to do it. And now you have to leave a like, a comment, subscribe to our channel,
That's for sure.
and see you soon, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for watching.
See you soon. Thank you.
Ew. But mine is purple.
Goodbye, purple.